Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always.
Today, we're going somewhere. Well, pretty out there.
No, do tell.
We're tackling the idea of, get this, Immaculate Conception.
Mm-hmm.
For everyone.
Wait, hold on. Immaculate Conception, like?
Yeah, exactly. But before you think we've gone totally off the rails, we're exploring it through the lens of Gary Matthews.
Ah, okay. So less about rewriting biblical history and more about what a metaphor.
You got it. Matthews uses this really bold image to talk about our spiritual potential.
Interesting. So when he says Immaculate Conception, what's he actually getting at?
Well, he starts with Jesus, right? That classic story. But then he kind of flips the script.
How so?
Matthew says it's not just a one-time thing, this divine intervention. He argues that God plants a seed of, well, Christ consciousness in every single person.
Christ consciousness. That's a loaded term right there. What exactly does he mean by that?
Okay, so imagine this. It's like each of us is born with this potential for goodness, for love, for connection with, well, the divine, however you define it.
Okay, I'm following. But this seed idea, he gets pretty graphic, right? Doesn't he use some unusual language to describe it?
Oh yeah, he definitely doesn't shy away from the imagery. He
Yeah.
talks about the sperm of Elohim planting this divine spark within us.
Wow. Okay. Definitely vivid. But I guess that's kind of the point, right? To shake things up, make you really think about it.
Exactly. And it gets even wilder, this Christ consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just sitting there passively.
It's not. What does it do then?
It comes with this, well, he calls it a deposit.
A deposit, like a spiritual bank account or something.
Sort of. It's like this wellspring of, think of it like those classic fruits of the spirit, love, joy, peace, patience, all that good stuff.
Ah, okay. I see where he's going with this.
Yeah, it's not like we have to earn those qualities or struggle to achieve them. Matthews is saying they're already there inside us from the very beginning.
Like a gift, just waiting to be unwrapped.
Right, so the next time you're feeling, I don't know, impatient or frustrated or whatever, remember that you also have this whole other side to you, this deposit that's packed with love, generosity, all those amazing qualities.
It's a really interesting way to think about our inner struggles, isn't it? Like instead of beating ourselves up for our flaws, we can focus on cultivating these positive qualities that are already there.
Absolutely. It's about shifting our perspectives, recognizing that potential within.
So we've got this Christ consciousness, this deposit. Anything else we should know about Matthew's take on this?
Oh, just one tiny little detail. He believes God conceived of all of humanity, every single person, in one single moment. Past, present, future, the whole shebang.
Whoa, hold on a second. In one moment, he's talking about time, like the nature of time itself.
It's a mind bender, right? But think about it. If God is outside of time, as many believe, then it's not so crazy to think that God could conceive of every soul across all of history in a single instant.
That's a lot to process. I mean, it makes sense logically, but it kind of makes you rethink everything, you know?
Yeah.
Free will, destiny, all of it.
Exactly. It raises so many questions. Like, if everything is already conceived, what does that mean for our choices? Do we really have free will?
Right. It's a fascinating paradox, and honestly, Matthews doesn't really give us clear answers, but maybe that's the point, right? To get us wrestling with these big existential questions.
Maybe. Okay, so before we wrap things up, there's one last point from Matthews that I found really powerful, even a little bit poetic.
Let's hear it.
He calls all mothers Marys because they're carrying children who, you guessed it, also carry this Christ consciousness.
That's a powerful image, especially when you consider Mary's role in, traditional Christianity.
It's like he's saying, hey, look, every single child born into this world has that same spark of divinity, that same potential for love and goodness.
So instead of getting caught up in our differences, maybe we should be searching for that shared Christ consciousness, that divine spark that connects us all.
That's a pretty inspiring thought to leave on, don't you think?
Absolutely. I mean, if we all have this potential for good, for love, for connection, imagine what we could accomplish if we truly embrace that, not just in ourselves, but in everyone around us.
So on that note, we'll leave you with one final question to ponder. What does Christ consciousness mean to you? How might this idea, even if you're not religious, shape your understanding of yourself, your relationships, your place in the world?
This deep dive is just a starting point. So keep exploring, keep questioning, keep searching for those connections that bind us all.
Thanks for joining us. Until next time.
See you then.